I tried opening a restaurant in central London and they wouldn't let me have a tandoor. Now, the very interesting thing about central London and planning permission is some of these units, for example, the ones behind me here, they don't let you have a gas hob. So you can't do things like operate a tandoor or operate like a gas hob to open up like a Chinese or an Indian restaurant where you cook over a wok. Now, the reason they do this, I think, is because of the recent additions to planning where it's now all one class, so it's class E. So some of these units, what they do is if it's a caf, okay, you're good to go. But if it's like a sushi restaurant where you don't need hot food, you're good to go. But if you want to open up an Indian restaurant where you need a tandoori, where you need a gas cook, where you need hot, warm food, they don't let you open it and they don't let you put an extractor in either. Now, to get a lease in central London, it's very difficult. It's not just about the money that you have, it's also who you are, what kind of businessman you are, what you're trying to open. And it allows landlords to be very, very, very choosy with who they want. And recently, what they've been doing is they've been pulling out, like, okay, you can't have gas or you can't do X, Y, and Z. And it makes it really tough for a lot of restaurant operators to work in that environment. And you're seeing this with some Indian restaurants. What they're doing is they'll have an Indian restaurant, like a modern Indian unique offering, but they won't sell naan. They won't sell something that's like a very typical of an Indian restaurant. And what they'll do instead is they'll cook the tandoori meats like the lamb or the chicken tikka. They'll cook it in a pan over an electric hob. Now, whether or not is that's the right option, whether or not it leads to a better taste, I don't know. But I find it so interesting that in central London, whereas, you know, if you like try and open up a restaurant in like zone 3, zone 4, as long as you have the money and you have a sustainable business plan, you're okay. No, here it's different. Here it's who you are, what background you've got, and are you going to be using a gas hob or not? Now, of course, some units do it very smart. Their concept doesn't need a gas hob, whether it's a cafe shop, a sushi, or just selling champagne and alcohol. But if you had a restaurant idea and you came across this problem, what would you do?